Greetings, Captains. Are you hyped yet? Because I am. I'm just going to leave you with a few seconds with the last frame of that fantastic video that Gaiden just sent out about the new major update. It is clear that if you are just the least bit interested in naval, that this is going to be something to really look forward to. So what we are getting here is something quite unique. We were for a long time thinking that, hey, we're just going to maybe, if we're lucky, get a battle cruiser. Well, it looks like we are going to go full battleship. And we're going to start from the beginning, which I think is completely fair. If we start looking at these ships in more details, then this is what some people have come up with. So let's go for a minute with the idea that these ships, or at least ships close to these ships, are the ones we're actually going to end up with in the game. What we immediately can see from it is that these are early battleships, and that is super. We are talking about ships that was laid down as early as 1906 for the British dreadnought, or maybe up to latest 1920s. It varies a little bit. But there is a general trend for these ships, and rather than try and look every single ship up on Wikipedia, I made a little table for us to have a nose at. And I think when we compare ships, there are some main things to generally be concerned about. So, top of the list here, one of the longest ships we have in the game at the moment is probably the Russian Svetlov at 210 meters, but as you can see, displacement about 16,000 tons. Admiral Hipper is another big ship in the game, almost as long and a little bit heavier, with a displacement of 18,500 tons. And of course, just for comparison, we are talking battleships. It would be wrong not to put in the Admiral Graf Spee, and you know, it's not a super long ship or anything like that, but what stands out from this ship is certainly the 6 11-inch guns. And we all know how overpowered that ship was when it first came in the game, and that has sort of been evened out now. Next, I listed down the 5 battleships, let's call them, that is coming in the game, and we assume will come in the game. And actually, if you look at those 5 ships, you can easily see that there is some big similarities between them, and why actually it probably balance out very nicely within War Thunder. So they are all roughly the same length, even a bit shorter, but you can see the beam, i.e. the width of the ship at the widest point, is sort of significantly larger, and that actually meant also for have a bigger displacement, and for that you've got a more stable platform on a ship where you can put even bigger guns on. So now we're no longer talking 6x11-inch gun as a Spee, but we're actually having 12 guns, and now they're 12-inch. And okay, some of them has 10, but I think if you look at it, Gaiden has done a good job, if this is indeed the ships we are going to have, of each nation having a comparable ship in that range. And of course there is many other battleships between that and sort of the ultimate battleship coming later on, or should I say later on, sometime in the distant future. I just put the Yamato down the bottom just for a reference point, because obviously that is a ginormous ship. But getting started on battleships in War Thunder is going to be a completely new chapter in the game, and something that I immensely is looking forward to. So I know I called this video War Thunder 2.0, and that was a bit tongue-in-cheek, I know, because they're probably not going to call it 2.0. Well, who do I know? It might be. But it's called hype, so I'm allowed to hype. Okay, so here's the hype. This is one of the things we found, or someone found, probably on some Discord channel, but CCP Driver said, you know, what is waiting for us the biggest update in the game? And it's to do with all the new console, the new Xbox and the new PS5 coming out. So based on all this, and of course we also know there's new graphics cards coming out from Nvidia, and soon from AMD is bringing out new lines. So it's a fantastic time to be a gamer, regardless of what platform you're on. ray tracing, if that comes in the game, the new effects and DLSS 2.0, this is kind of just helping ray tracing getting higher frames per second, so you can get over the 60 frames per second. That would be fantastic. Really look forward to that. If they bring more music in, and he sometimes I know have done some effects and stuff like that. Dynamic hangers, what's that? I don't know, but if the UI in War Thunder is going to get a little bit of a update, that would be no bad thing. I have complained about that before, so a better UI or more graphics in the game and make that look wonderful, that would be superb. Now there is also new planes and new tanks. Of course, there's that in every update. I think the Germans are in for a treat if they're getting the new tank. That'll certainly help balance things out a little bit in the high tier systems. But I think that there's also been shown aircraft carriers, actually modern aircraft carriers. Will we see those in naval? I'm not quite sure. I hope so. That would be fantastic, and it hasn't been said so. But I'll say the first one, F-14. I gotta come. If you have those type of characters, you can't have, not have a F-14. I mean, anyone seen Top Gun? Or is that just because I'm old? I don't know. I'm sure you have. I can't wait for that to come in the game. That would be fantastic. If Gaiden put that in as a premium, take my money. Simple as that. That's gonna be great. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a new area. I think the new consoles is actually a really boost for the PC gamer, because I think that's going to allow everyone to level up. And no, I'm not politically involved, so don't worry about that. But it's going to help everyone to get further along and do more and have a really good time. If better computers, better graphics, that just comes with time, right? And if War Thunder or Gaiden here really seem to embrace that and want to jump on the bandwagon and really kick War Thunder into overdrive and give us a fantastic experience going forward. I'm all in. I can't wait. That's all for now. Gunship over now.